lovers! I'm Selin, Nabila, Adelia, and today we're diving into the amazing world of words. I will talk about how they shape our communications. We will explore fun concepts like type versus tokens and even some quirky non-words. Let's jump right in. Words as meaningful building blocks of language. Words are the basic units that carry meaning in a language, allowing us to create sentences and convey ideas. Example, the word dog signifies a specific animal. In the sentence, the dog barked, the word dog helps convey a clear message about what is happening. From building blocks, we can differentiate between types and tokens. Types refer to the general categories of words, while tokens are specific instances used in context. Example, in the sentence, the cat is on the roof. The word cat is a token. The general concept of cat is a type that includes all individual cats. Next, we consider words with predictable meanings. These words have clear and consistent meanings, making them easy to understand. Example, the word tree consistently refers to a large plant with a trunk and leaves, so its meaning is predictable. In contrast, there are non-words with unpredictable meanings. These terms may not exist in standard vocabulary and can vary in interpretations. Example, the term flibbertigibbet might describe a flighty person, but its meaning can be unclear due to its lack of widespread recognitions. Finally, we distinguish between words and lexical items. A word is a single linguistic unit, while lexical items includes words, phrases, or idiomatic expressions with specific meanings. Example, the word fish is a single word, but the phrase catch of the day is a lexical item referring to the freshest fish available. And next is about words and their parts, roots, affixes, and their shapes. Taking words apart. Taking words apart involves analyzing a word to identify its components. For example, the word unhappiness can be broken down into un, a prefix meaning not, happy, the root word which carries the main meaning, and ness, a suffix that transforms the adjective into a noun, indicating a state or conditions. Thus, unhappiness refers to the state of not being happy. Building on that, it's important to distinguish between types of morphemes. Morphemes can be classified into two main types. The first one is free morpheme. These can stand alone as words, for instance, book, run, and happy, or all free morphemes. And the second one is bound morpheme. In contrast, these cannot stand alone and must be attached to other morphemes. Examples include un in unhappy and id in played. Furthermore, morphemes can also be categorized based on their roles. This includes roots, the base parts of a word that carries its core meaning, such as act in actions. Then affix, a morpheme added to a root to modify its meaning, which can be split into two types. The first one is prefix, added to the beginning of a root. Example, re in redo. And then suffix, added to the end of the root. Example, meant in enjoyment. The last one is combining form. This term is often used in scientific or technical contexts, like bio in biotechnology. Moreover, we should consider allomorphs, which are different forms of a morpheme that maintain the same meaning but may differ in pronunciations or spelling. For example, the plural morpheme in English can appear in various forms, like s in cats, es or s in buses, and then a vowel change, as in men, the plural of men. All of these variations convey the concept of plurality. Next, it's useful to recognize that Morphemes can be identified based solely on their structure rather than their meaning. For instance, in the word preheat, pre, a prefix meaning before, and heat, the root verb. Even without considering the overall meaning of preheat, one can still identify its components. Finally, it's helpful to understand the different ways of classifying word parts. These classifications can include grammatical functions. Words can be categorized as nouns, example duck, verbs run, or adjective, example happy. Then positions. Morphemes can be classified based on their placement, such as prefixes, which come before the root, and suffixes, which come after the root. And then origin. Additionally, morphemes can be categorized by their source, including native morphemes from the language itself or borrowed morphemes from other languages. And last about words and their forms, inflections. Forms of pronouns and determiners. Pronouns and determiners are crucial parts of speech that help clarify and specify nouns. First, let's look at pronouns, which replace nouns to avoid repetitions. Subject pronouns are used as the subject of a sentence. Example, he is playing soccer. Object pronouns serve as the object of a verb or prepositions. Example, I called her yesterday. Possessive pronouns indicate ownership. Example, that book is mine. Reflexive pronouns refer back to the subject. Example, she made it herself. Determiners. These words introduce nouns and provide additional information about them. Now, let's discuss determiners. Articles include a, an, and the. Example, I saw a dog. Demonstrative point to specific items. Example, these are my keys. Possessive, show ownership. Example, her dress is beautiful. Quantifiers, express quantity. Example, many students pass the exam. Next, we move on to verbs, which express actions, states, or occurrences and can take various forms. Base forms is the simplest forms of the verb. Example, to swim. Past simple indicates an action that occurred in the past. Example, swam. Present participle is used for ongoing actions typically formed by adding ing. Example, swimming. Past participle is used in perfect tenses and may be irregular. Example, swam, as in has swum. Infinitive form consists of the base form preceded by to. Example, to write. Finally, let's explore adjectives, which describe nouns and can change form to express comparison. Positive form is the basic form of the adjective. Example, bright. Comparative form compares two things often ending in er or using more. Example, brighter or more beautiful. Superlative form compares three or more things often ending in est or using most. Example, brightest or most beautiful. This is an explanation of morphology. Hopefully you will understand more about the structure and form of words in language. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.